All right, well, today we had another battle in the ongoing culture war, this time involving an ad campaign with Gillette decrying toxic masculinity. I don't particularly care because, as you can see, I don't shave too much. I'm a little lazy, and when I do shave just the neck beard, I use a safety razor. But the question is going to come up tomorrow. Maybe the stock goes down, maybe the stock goes up, and you're going to see everybody's going to jump on Facebook and Reddit and say, is this because of the new ad campaign? Well, this isn't the first time that this has happened, and we've covered this before. If you recall, last time it was with Colin Kaepernick and Nike. And at the time I said, you're going to have to look at the performance over time, and you're going to have to look at the performance compared to some of its peers. So here you can see the result of the theoretical trade that we discussed in that video. Here, if you had bought Crocs and you had sold Nike, you would have made a profit, even though you can see here that towards the past, month or so, Nike actually was able to pull it out before they were trailing the S&P 500, and now they're actually outperforming the S&P 500 by a little bit. But because we hedged that trade, we actually made 50% on that trade if you had taken it. So is there a similar trade in Procter Gamble? Well, there's a little bit of a unique thing with, I don't want to say unique, but something that we really need to consider with Procter & Gamble is that it is a very, very large company. They own so many different brands. So if this Gillette thing just absolutely destroys the Gillette brand, how will it actually affect the company overall? So for this one, we're going to have to do a little bit more research about the company in particular. So for this sort of a thing, I recommend going to investor relations for that company. So here we'll go to the Procter & Gamble investor relations. And here you can see they have a very, very nice investor relation page. Here they have a 2018 annual report interactive. Ooh, look at that. Animations. It's really quite nice. You can tell these people really want, to present a good face for investors. Really matters to them. So here we can see right off the bat down here, net sales by business segment. And the segment that we're interested in, grooming, is 10% of their net sales revenue. All right. So if Gillette sales just completely disappeared overnight, that would be a 10% decrease in Procter & Gamble's bottom line. Okay, pretty significant decrease, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just say that makes Procter & Gamble stock go down by 10%. Well, that last trade they were talking about was like 50%, right? So it's not actually a significant part of their business. So that's kind of one problem that I see with this trade, is that even if it hurt their business, it's not a significant enough part of Procter & Gamble's overall revenue to really make a significant impact. Even if it affected their sales by 20% of Gillette sales disappeared, that would only be like a 2% change to their net revenue. The other thing is that it's a consumer staple. So that is the business segment, the sector that we're talking about for this stock. It's a consumer staple. And that means that when we go into a recession, these are things that people still need and buy. And so when we have negative market action, people tend to buy consumer staples as a flight to safety. So if we go back to our chart here and let's take off this old trade and add on here compare, and PG is their ticker symbol, Procter & Gamble Company. You can see here, I'm going to have to zoom out so you guys can see here a little bit better. Since about mid-October, which was when the market really started to move down, we really had volatile markets recently, you can see that while the S&P 500 went down, Procter & Gamble went up. So if we are really going to have a recession, and I'm not saying that we are, There are certainly some indications that we're getting towards the end of the cycle, and I am seeing treasuries start to price in a recession a little bit, but I'm personally not too concerned yet. But if we did have a recession, this would be a stock that would continue to do well in that environment. Another thing that we should keep in mind is that because we're having so much volatility in stocks, options are more expensive. So if you were thinking, well, I know that Procter & Gamble doesn't move that much, but with the power of leverage and options, maybe I can make a little bit more money. Well, the problem there is that you're going to be spending more on those options because of the volatility and the uncertainty around earnings this season. So overall, I don't really see a very good risk-reward proposition in this stock. So of course, you can always take it, and I take no responsibility for any stupid decisions that you make. But personally, I don't think this is a very good trade. So sorry, Pete's. Better luck next time. Anyways, I hope that was an educational video for you guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the links in the video description. We have a Discord community with a lot of really good information. I stream every morning if you really want to get into pure trading as we trade treasury futures. And I also have a Patreon with cryptocurrency charts that can kind of help you navigate the cryptocurrency space and find the tops and bottoms. I've made some money off of it. It's a really great indicator. Absolutely should check it out. Anyways, I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning when I stream. So catch you then.